I'm joined by another one of those lawmakers, Rhode Island Senator Jack Reed, a Democrat who sits on the Intelligence Committee. Senator, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
First question, does your committee plan on calling Donald Trump Jr. to testify?
Well, I hope they do. My colleague, Senator Susan Collins, has also called for bringing Donald Trump Jr. before the committee. That decision will be made by the chairman, Senator Burr, and the vice chairman, Senator Warner. I think it should be done. I hope it is done very quickly.
And what about that Russian lawyer, Natalia Veselskaya? Are you going to have her come in as well?
Well, I think at a minimum, we have to have the staff begin to collect any information that's pertinent and to find out what her connection is to the Russian government, Russian intelligence services. And I think inevitably it would be helpful to have her come and testify also if she agreed.
Senator Kellyanne Conway was speaking for the administration today, and she was asked whether she believes this is collusion. Take a listen to what her response was.
No information was gained, no action was taken, no follow-up whatsoever. I think what's important here is that we're at day 200 or so of no evidence of Russian collusion. People think they want to convert wishful thinking into hard evidence.
So she says people want to convert wishful thinking into hard evidence. Senator, this is another meeting between a Russian who at the very least was trying to get in there by offering negative information about Hillary Clinton. What do you make of this? Is this just more smoke, no fire?
No, this is a pattern of the Trump campaign people reaching out and then forgetting they spoke to these people. It's happened before. General Flynn, Attorney General Sessions did not recall his meetings with the Russian ambassador. And I think the point that's missed here is the most obvious one. The whole reason they sat down with this woman was because she claimed she had dirt on Secretary Clinton, and she probably implied that that was coming directly from Russian sources that were credible. So that's why they sat down with her. If she'd said, I want to talk about Russian adoption, she wouldn't have got the time of day. So that adds to, I think, the impression that this is a fascination by the Trump campaign with getting Russian help or assistance or information.
Senator, I spoke to my sources, and basically they're chalking this up to naivete, not knowing what was okay and what was not okay. This administration has been accused of the same sort of thing, people saying that they need to be given time, that Donald Trump is new to this sort of thing. How much longer is Congress going to take the excuse of he's just new to this before there is some sort of action that's taken? Or is there even action that could be taken?
Well, I don't think you can excuse this behavior as being naive. You know, Paul Manafort, who is in the meeting, has been deeply involved in published reports with Russian interests for years. He has managed campaigns before. He's been deeply involved in the political process. So this is not naivete. This was what Donald Trump Jr. said. They were hoping that they get a lot of information that would just harm Secretary Clinton, and that's what they were looking for. And they would look anywhere they could.
So the president has backed off the idea of forming that impenetrable cybersecurity unit that he was talking about with Russia. Before he did, though, you tweeted that his lack of discipline and reckless indulgence of Putin's actions and intentions puts American security at risk. How do you feel now, knowing that the president, at the very least, is backing away from this?
Well, it just shows, again, not recognizing the threats that Russia poses today and certainly posed during the election. And the danger going forward is there's going to be no concerted, comprehensive, all-of-government effort to protect our elections. And again, it demonstrates a lack of acceptance of the facts as our intelligence agencies have overwhelmingly endorsed. I think he also missed a huge opportunity to stand together with our Democratic allies, not a Russian dictator, but our Democratic allies, the Germans and the French, and said that together we would not tolerate interference with free elections anywhere. And so he walked into the meeting basically sort of accepting Russia's viewpoint, or at least not arguing, and then walking away saying, let's go ahead and work together.
Senator,
I think
people, sorry to interrupt, many people in the Trump orbit say, hey, listen, we do this all the time. The U.S. does this all the time. So why is everyone getting so up in arms about this?
Well, I think it's a false equivalency. You're talking about a regime, as your previous guest pointed out, that has taken steps to eliminate opponents, that has suppressed democracy in their own country, that are interfering in elections across the globe, showing we are not on that same plane. On our best moments, and they're much more frequent, I think, than the Russians, we've tried to advance democracy. We've tried to provide an example, and I hope we can do much better, but that's a false equivalency.
Rhode Island Senator Jack Reed, thank you very much for joining me, sir.
Thank you.